Okay, today we are playing a game on Paris. We are in the gold SR range, and we will be playing Zenyatta on defense and Moira on attack. We are also on the console today, so consider yourself forewarned. Current team composition is Orisa, Roadhog, Symmetra, Bastion, Mercy, and Zenyatta. So let's all join hands together now and hope that they don't pick Farah, because that'd be pretty unfortunate for us, wouldn't it? Other than that, whatever. Who cares? Let's just start the game. Okay, video's a little fucked up right there. Or is that me? No, it's the video. Okay, great. Awesome. I was a bit afraid the computer was dying, but it would appear not to be so. So, fortunately, the enemy team doesn't look like they've picked Farah, and a few of them just decide to immediately meat grinder themselves to death on Bastion, so that's very exciting. That's very nice of them to do that for us. So now, everybody decides, we've got basically a hostage situation going on right now. Everybody decides they've got a different idea on how we should resolve this issue. Because Symmetra, she's like, hey, let's go this way. Roadhog's like, hey, let's go this way. And the rest of us are just waiting up here with Bastion still, because, you know, it's kind of what our team's about, right? Bastion. So, you know, everybody splits up. They identify Symmetra's by herself, and they go, hey, let's kill Symmetra. And so it happens. And they go, hey, look, Roadhog's by himself as well. Let's go try and kill Roadhog. That one doesn't go quite as well for them as the Symmetra did, but if you go and split up like that, now look what's happening to Roadhog. Now look what's happening to this guy. Mercy should not go and try and help that guy. So it looks like they're basically running goats, because they've got a lot of tanky boys running around right now. So that's very exciting team to play against or as. So Mercy should not have gone over to try and help the Roadhog, but she did go and try to help the Roadhog. And now it's all slowly falling apart. And you know, we shouldn't do this. We should not use trance on this. The fight's pretty lost. We lost Bastion a while ago at this point, and Roadhog, Sim, and Mercy all died before that. We lost that fight. Just save the trance. I mean, the thing is, there's not a lot you can do about it if your teammates decide to go and do stupid stuff together, basically. Or, well, not even stupid stuff together. They all went and did slightly different stupid stuff by themselves, so they just all slowly got clapped by one. And then Mercy's like, don't worry, I'll save you. Oh, I died too. Who could have seen that one coming? If you're playing a support, particularly the main healer, don't go and try and save someone when they do stupid shit. Because people seem to have this opinion that healers need to be really altruistic and, like, put themselves out there to try and save people. Nah. You're the most important member of the team. If somebody's off there doing stupid shit, do not endanger yourself to try and save them. Because if Mercy was still alive, hey, we can still just all-in Bastion, which is what our comp's about anyway, and maybe we win the fight regardless. But Mercy goes, no, Roadhog, I'll save you, and then just dies with Roadhog, so don't do that. Don't do that kind of stuff. Very, very bad. So, Diva apparently just killed herself. Could be that she was, felt like she was trapped and, wanted to get out, or she's switching. Could be either way. So, we've been informed they're all going left now, which is, you know, better than just running straight up the main gate at the Bastion, so good job, enemy team, deciding to do that. I don't really like standing all the way over here, because, like, think about how far you gotta go to get back to safety if something bad happens to you, right? Because enemy team, we've been told they're going left, so we're quite likely to see them go that way, or go this way at us. Either way, we're kind of just standing out in the middle of the point, which is pretty much just a big old open square. So, if they come around there at us, or there at us, we've got a pretty long way to go to get to safety. We've got to back up, like, most of the point, pretty much. God, does it every time I click play. And, somebody slow, like Zenyatta, that's a little spooky. Our teammates are near us, at least, but I mean, how much can we really rely on them? I definitely don't want to be in this hallway, I can tell you that much. Yeah, because that exact thing might happen. See, if we had trance right there, that would just negate that risk. But fortunately, turns out they just are bad anyway. They managed to get the Bastion, and they had the Grav, but just still wasn't good enough. So we're pushing up a little bit to try and get the stagger on Moira. Didn't manage to get it. Whatever. We don't overextend to try for it. Though Bastion's about to overextend to try for some shit, it looks like. That's the thing with chasing people to try and get a stagger. You might not go too far, but your teammates might go too far. They might go, oh, word? We're going out to fight people? I like fighting people. And then they go up to the spawn. I've seen that one enough times. I'll go up to try and beat someone real quick before they get away. Reinhardt goes, oh, fuck, we fighting out here? Shift into enemy spawn. So, you know, sometimes you gotta be careful not to encourage your teammates' bad habits. As tragic as that is, you know. Unfortunately, most people who play Overwatch, you know, they're not the smartest people in the world. So this is a pretty scary place to be standing as well, because they're all coming up, like, right here. We can just go stand on the other side of the point, and that's pretty much fine. We know they haven't got a dive comp, we know they don't have any flankers or anything, so us being further away from our team is not really that scary because of that. But, like, they're all right here. If we're just standing on the other side of the point, they gotta come all the way up to us before they actually start threatening us. Whereas here, they do not have to come very far for them to start threatening us. So they pinned Reinhardt over there. He just tried to hammer down, but he's fucking dead. So we used Trance right here. I mean, Mercy was trying to res Bastion, but unfortunately she, which, you know, we cover it, but then she gets stunned by Baguette instead. So life is difficult sometimes like that. Let me go back a little bit, actually. Did we know Bastion was the one get pinned? Not really. By the time we look over here, it's kind of already all done with. I suppose. Because it would be worth using Trance to save Bastion, given we got a Bastion. Oh my god, that was scary. Given we've got a Bastion comp, you know, it would be worth it to use Trance just to try and keep him alive. But we kind of didn't look over until he was basically already dead, so I mean, you know, I'll give you that. But we should be, if we see Reinhardt charging into our team, we should be a little concerned with where he's going to end up, all the same. Either way, we didn't lose the fight, so it's fine. It's fine. We've managed to fend them back again, somehow. Because it didn't feel like it was going very well, but then it all started falling apart from them. Hey, we've got Reaper now, because they got goats, right? So obviously we should pick Reaper. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because he's the one that counters goats, right? Anyway, whatever. People, I just heard a big sigh. Why did someone sigh like that? Because that was a big sigh. Okay, so what the exchange was, yeah, we're just letting them get it. No one's really applying pressure. We're just playing really pussy. And then someone went, ah. So that was a good exchange. Good talk, team. Good talk. So it turns out they're all of the support players are like sitting over in this closet over here right now. And this is pretty spooky for us to be doing, because we know there's a Baguette in here, and if we get stunned by Baguette, we're fucking dead. So this is very scary for us to be doing. Reaper's trying to get some flanking action in right now. It would be good if we could get the Harmony Orb on him before he goes in to do that, because Zenyatta synergizes really well with flankers because you can actually heal them while they're out of line of sight, which is unique to Zenyatta. No one else can do that, I guess, unless you want to count Batista's really small AoE on his grenades. I guess, technically, right? So, it would be good if we could get it on him before he goes off to do stuff, pretty much. Again, pretty scary place to stand, because they're all coming through that door. And, like, is anybody in front of us right now on our team? Nope, it's just us. We're looking right at them. So we really don't want to be like... We want to keep some men between us and the bad men. Because, oh god, if they start touching us, it's bad. Did I see someone on the left? No, it does not look like... Oh, no, wait. Was that someone? God, the bitrate's just low enough, it's hard to tell. Yeah, there's a bad man right there. We don't appear to have noticed. There was a bad man in the window. The situation's been resolved. All fine, doesn't matter. There was a bad man in the window. So we've got Trance built up. That's cool. That's good to have. We haven't really gotten any too much excitement out of how we've used Trance so far, but it's good to have. So Zarya 100% was looking to use Grav right there. If you play Diva players like, hey, how can I tell when Zarya's about to use her grav? If she does something like this. There's no way Zarya's doing that if she doesn't have grav, because she's like, I gotta get this boy in here right now. And she did get that boy in here right now, so mission accomplished. But if you see a Zarya do something like that, it's coming. So if you're playing Diva, that's what you look for. So we're after her, we got her. Nice, easy peasy, she's dead. Fairly staggered, not overly so, but a little bit. This Lucio might end up getting kind of staggered, though. Got him. Yeah, we got him. We don't really want to walk into the people that we're shooting at. You know, I'll be nitpicky, because it's who I am, pretty much, as a person. Don't really want to walk into the people we're shooting at, because that's usually just putting you closer to where they want you to be as Zenyatta, because Zenyatta would like to be farther away from people rather than closer. But very nitpicky. Unlikely Lucio was about to turn around and just, like, completely dunk on us right then and there. Not impossible, but pretty unlikely. So nitpicky, but don't want to move into the people that we're shooting at, if at all possible, as Zenyatta, because we'd like to be further away from the bad men rather than closer. Nope, don't want to do that. There we go. Back to full screen. Great. So we're only halfway towards having trance built up, but it's okay, because the only thing we need to really worry about from the enemy team is Graviton, and Zarya just used that, so she's got to build up to it. Managed to kill their Moira right there. Hooray. That means they won't really be accomplishing too much in the near future. Hey, Reaper's off doing his own thing right there. Again, it'd be good if we could get our Harmony Orb on him before he goes off and does that, but I mean, if he's gonna go off and, like, die by himself, whatever. There's only so much you can do about that, really. So they're like, hey, we gotta come over and get this Bastion, boys, and they just slowly march their way around the whole objective, and they did get to that Bastion, but tragically, it didn't really work out too well. That's a little scary for her to have done that. Hanzo might have peeked the corner again, at which point she'd be pretty sad about that. But he did no such thing, so no need to worry. And now we've got Trance. They've got one fight left. So Trance hopefully should be enough to make sure we don't lose the fight. Given them, you know, we've only got to keep Bastion alive, right? We definitely shouldn't be up here. Because, you know, going back to what we've talked about repeatedly, how far have we got to go to get back to safety? Real far from all the way. We got to get to the point and then across the point to get back to safety from here. Real bad spot to be in. And the only person we were up here with was Roadhog, who we definitely can't rely on to help us if bad things happens. But they don't touch the point. Big C9, easy clap, all that. But we definitely should not have been that far up. So now we've entered the Moira segment of the game. Dancing up here with this lovely Omnic lady, who's a real fucking titan. It's a shame she's not in Overwatch, because she can take a lot of punishment. People were talking about something, so I was kind of listening to that, but it was ultimately not important. So I just use Harmony Orb. I just use the Healing Orb right here. I need to heal me. I want to heal Zarya at the same time. I don't really want to use all my resources this early on. And we've got to walk up the alleyway yet anyway. I just use the Healing Orb right here. Heal me and her. Because, you know, otherwise we risk that happening. And that's real bad. That's real bad. Ideally, the other healer would heal us, but we can see that Baguette just threw the armor pack on someone else. So definitely not coming. So, hey, if we're wounded, use that healing orb to heal yourself. Self-preservation, very important for the supports. Very important. All support players. Moira, easier to stay alive than pretty much every other support, so she's got that going for her. So the enemy, our team rather, I was about to describe our own team as the enemy team, and that should tell you what I think about the Overwatch player base at large. Our team is still going off and fighting without their main healer. So as we can see, that went real fucking well right there. Now we use the healing orb, but like honestly I don't want to heal that lady because she's gonna die anyway. I want her to die faster, frankly. That's where I just use the damage orb to try and get some ult charge. Nope, she's dead. She is dead as fuck. Just throw some damage orbs out there. We're trying to be as efficient as possible. We want to try and build up that ult charge, right? So we want to throw those damage orbs out there as much as we can. Similar line to playing Reinhardt, where you use Fire Strike until you have Earth Shatter built up. You use the damage orb until you have Coalescence built up, at which point you can save the orb for more niche uses. Otherwise, hey, throw that damage orb out there. We gotta get that ult charged now, because Coalescence is real good. Real good. Well, it's not real good, but it charges real fast. It charges real fast, and that makes it better. So we've gone off this way with the one person to try and do this. And, like, I get it, you know, it looked like the team might go over this way, but they decide not to. So, I just leave this lady at this point, you know. We try to heal her, we try and keep her alive, but don't go off with, like, the one guy if you're playing Moira, because if that one guy ends up failing you, oh god, it starts feeling apart real bad. Well, Mercy, the Reinhardt was actually like, leave me, Mercy, I'm not trying to get you killed. What a hero. So, Healing Spray, sadly, does not go through shields. Try to avoid doing this. Because we are just wasting the resource, because unfortunately it doesn't go through barriers, so we just waste the resource by doing that. Because they took our fun away from us. They took our fun away from us Moira players. No fun, no sir. Not allowed. No need to use the healing orb right now. We're fine. Mercy's here with us. Mercy's fine. No need. We could just chuck the damage orb out there. Or we could chuck the healing orb out there, try and get to our teammates, I suppose, as well. So we should be trying to heal Mercy right now, because she's gone for a pretty brave res. And it looks like we tried a body block for her, which is a noble endeavor as well. I'd rather just hold the heal spray over her. Because I don't want to die. Okay, I don't want to die, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to be the one that gets hooked by Roadhog. So, oh, that didn't work out too well. Oh god, oh no, don't fade over here. This is a bad place. I don't want to be up here. I'd rather fade away. Jump off the map. Oh, are we gonna get away? Don't go back, don't go back. So I just jump off the map there, because we shouldn't get away at that point. And I don't want to give the enemy team ult charge, and, like, we lost the fight, right? But the fight's still going on, the fight's still happening, because heaven forbid we just accept we've lost a fight and reset. Heaven fucking forfend that we try for that right there. This is too far up, still go further back than this, because they're gonna reset up on the high ground. Yeah, I threw myself off the map, because I see that fight's done, I don't want to give the enemy team any ult charge, I don't think I'll get out, I throw myself off the map. But hey, we got away, so great. Worked out, I suppose. Don't get punished, don't have to learn. That's what I always say. So, a bunch of, like, heaven forbid, right? Our teammates try and go together at the same time. No, 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 no. We gotta have one man going this way, two men going that way, one man going a different way, one person running after that group of two people trying to catch up. Like, that's all we get. But hey, it's working out this time. Thank goodness, it's working out. The Coalescence, do we really need to by this point? Yeah. Like, it basically turned immediately as we pushed the button. So, in hindsight, we know we didn't really need to use the Coalescence, but at the time, you know, it looked like the fight could, you know, the fight was still gonna happen for a little bit. Then we push Coalescence, and the fight just immediately turns massively in our favor. Nope, don't want to do that. What we got going on over there on the stocks? Fantastic. Why is that there? Why do you just got stocks right there and you push this button? I don't know. Whatever. Fucking Windows, man. Because God knows I gotta check my portfolio every fucking day, man. Every day. So, we got a little bit of indecision about which way we're going. It looks like we're deciding to go left now. Someone's already on the point. It was Hammond. Of course it was. Oh, no, we decide not to use either orb. We just chuck the damage orb on the point right there. No, don't. Okay, alright. Oh, God. I don't want to fade after people. I don't like fading after people who are doing stuff like this, because, if you fade after someone to try and, like, keep them alive, and, something bad happens, well, you just faded closer to the danger, so now you don't have fade to escape, and that's bad. don't need to use the healing orb here, really, because it's just, like, yeah, guy's kind of wounded, but, like, nobody's in here trying to kill us, so just chuck a damage orb out there, to be honest with you. So, very spooky, things are going very bad, we're trying to get Ryan out. I'm pretty ready to leave this Ryan as soon as anything at all scary happens, like that right there. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Oh, no, I mean, you know, so she used, Barrage. We had Fade. We had Warning. We did have Notice. We could have pushed Fade, but we didn't push Fade. Get better reaction time, you know. Just download more RAM in the headspace, and we're good to go. We're good to go right there. Someone just... Oh, I see. He was talking to Soldier. Someone just yelled, drop that healing station. And I was like, the healing station? What the fuck are we talking about? He was talking about Soldier. I didn't know we had a Soldier, to be perfectly honest with you. That's news to me. So, Mercy's using Valkyrie right now. Reinhardt's deciding to go off a completely different way to where everybody else went. Just go with the main team. Like, don't follow the one guy still, because now, oh look, the one guy's left us behind, and we're in an unfortunate spot. Also, when we're using Coalescence, right, we want to try and get as many people on both teams as possible. People fixate on Coalescence in the wrong direction one way or the other all the time, because you have people who will use it just to damage the enemy team, and you'll have people who will yell at them and go, no, it's only for healing teammates, it's no damage ultimate. The goal is to use it for both, right? So a lot of playing Moira and using Coalescence specifically is about finding the ideal angle to hit as many people on both teams as possible. So if we're standing over here, and we use Coalescence, because, like, we're looking to win the fight, right? So we're planning to use Coalescence. If we're standing over here, you know, our best angle is, like, straight through them, unless we're going to rotate over here and do it that way. But that's a real bad idea, because we're right behind the enemy team. So we're only hitting, like, these people, really. We're not really super effective. If we're over in this hallway over here, though, that's where our teammates are going out through, and they're going to come out in the point and fight the enemy team. So we can just stand back in the hallway and just spray into our team and the enemy team and have a great time. So just, we stand to hit more people from over there than we do from over here. And it's just, standing over here is really awkward if we need to rotate around at all, because if we want to go to the hallway, we've got to, like, push our way through the enemy team, and we really can't go that way. And the further back this way we go, the less effective Coalescence is being. So we have, like, less really good options to move from over here, and we stand to hit less people. We want to hit as many people as possible. We're basically just holding over that one person to try and kill him right there, and that's fair enough. But when you play in Moira, try and find, like, the best angle to hit multiple people from. I always think that the point on... Let me play the game first before we do that. I always think King's Row's second point has, like, a really good example of, like, thinking a little bit more outside the box to get a better angle for Coalescence. Here comes Reaper. Oh, good use of Fade. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Big skill. Big skill. Big skill. So, I think King's Row's got a really good example. Because if we think about the street, right? We think about the street outside the bar. So we got... This is going to look great, by the way. So we got the bar over here. And then we got the bookstore over there, right? And then we got... I shouldn't have done that, because we got the... right, and then that bar goes back over there. So if you're defending, right, supposing the payload is, like, here-ish. If we're defending, we're going to be back here as Moira. So if we use Coalescence from back here, we can, like, hit our teammates and anybody that comes around the corner. But if we're using Coalescence over here, the enemy team's reaction is going to be back up, so we aren't getting hit by Coalescence. So we'll only really be hitting our teammates from here. What a lot of people do is just, like, swing around the corner and start, like, mowing into the enemy team, because they love doing that shit. But if you just come back, like, over here, it's really hard for them to get to you over here, because your team is going in with Coalescence, right? So they're pushing up that way, and the enemy team's backing up, because they don't want to be in Coalescence. So you sit over here, having a great time, real safe. The enemy team, they got to get through your teammates to get to you. And the fight that breaks out in, like, this little section right here, you're hitting everybody in that area, right? Over here, you're hitting fucking everybody from over there. Or I've seen, like, people do it from, like, inside the bar. I've seen people do it from, like, back here. But, like, the most common one is, hey, I'm using Coalescence, right after them. You sit over here, you have a great time. They can't really get to you too easily, and you can just hit everybody. Because the goal is to be hitting as many people on both teams as possible. Ideally, we are hitting 11 people with Coalescence, but that's not exactly feasible to get all the time, is it? The taskbar just won't fuck off. That's not feasible to get 11 people every time you use it, but the goal is to be hitting 11 people with Coalescence, because it gets to be offensive and defensive at the same time. I don't understand. People always fixate on it one way or the other. They focus on the damage or they focus on the healing. It does both. We want to leverage both, because it does both. Very unique for a support ultimate to heal and do damage at the same time. Get both, best of both worlds. So anyway, the thing that stood out the most in that game was positioning on Zenyatta, pretty much. Just not very safe, very scary places to stand. We stood to get punished for that a lot towards the end of the defense round, because, like, we got picked off with Trance right before the last team fight. Right? That's really fucking bad. Now, they didn't get to the point in time to touch it, so it didn't matter. We didn't get punished for it, but, like, oh god, that's a really easy way to lose a round that you had won previously, getting caught like that right at the start. So the positioning was what stood out the most, on Zenyatta specifically. Moira a little bit as well, but mostly Zenyatta. So, that, mind you, the attackers have a lot more leeway in where they can position as opposed to defenders, usually. So, anyway, whatever. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. I've started streaming on Twitch, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 PM EST till 10 or 11 EST, depending on how things go. There's a link to the channel in the description. If you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow also still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future, and I hope you found the video helpful.